All right, so here is the week 2 MTA choice board, and we're going to be talking about banking services. And right as soon as I read that, I realize that I spelled it wrong. So, banking services, there's no R in the word banking. We're going to be talking about checking accounts, saving accounts, looking at simple interest formula and compounding interest. Um, Back in the days, you used to always have to balance a checkbook because there was no such thing as online banking. You always had to make sure that the record of money you had in your checking account was the same at the bank. Um, Still an important practice to have. However, on top of that, continuously checking your online banking account is going to be nice as well. So the choice board is set up in the exact same format, breaking down Monday through Friday. Um, Again, giving you kind of a pace on how you could finish the um, objectives, the activity, the reflection, the mystery, and the exit slip in a timely manner. Here is the support video playlist where another instructor actually went through this textbook chapter talking about the banking services and uploaded everything to YouTube. So that's there for you as well. On top of that, you still have information for me. It was brought to my attention last week that my Zoom office hours had a password on it. So here is the password. I figured out what it is. Still going to be the same times, Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 and 1 to 2. And my Google Voice number is still there. Some of you have been using that. And I've been communicating back with you fairly quickly, hopefully. All right, so here's your choice board. And I need to change this to the banking unit and not employment because all I did was edit the last one. So objectives, activity, reflection, and the mystery, the exact same thing. You have your definitions, week 2 vocab. The terms are a little bit different. They involve checking accounts, they involve interest rates, all that fun stuff. Again, just make sure that you click file and make a copy in order to edit that, and then you can upload either a screenshot or the file itself onto Google Classroom once you're done. And then you have your Discover and your Explore, just kind of looking at 3 different student checking accounts through some different banks. I really would prefer if you at least chose one of them to be a local chain, and then at least one to be a national chain. So like Bank of America is the banking service that I use. That would be a national chain. And there are some other ones that are local or regional that you could use. Like I believe the Brother Bank service is a regional bank service. I could be mistaken on that, but just try and pick one that's local and one that's national. Same thing with looking at savings accounts, and creating a chart comparing the interest rates, comparing what the minimum is, if there are any penalties. Usually banking sites are pretty straightforward and have nice charts for you to read that give you all the information that you need about the accounts. Then you have your worksheet. Again, 5 kind of fill in the blank problems on finding a simple interest based on a deposit, how long it's going to be sitting in there at a certain rate, or finding in the interest earned instead of just what the total is. So that could be one of your options for the activity column. Or you can still create 3 problems of your own that would use the simple interest formula to balance out your accounts. And then your written response, if you want to write another news article, except this one, the chart is a little bit different. It is about a breakdown of age groups. So they have it kind of a generations. They have 2 different millennials generations, Gen X, 2 different Gen X's, and then baby boomers, and then seniors. Each color is representing of how much money they have in a savings account, or for some of those that straight up don't have a savings account. So you could write a news article comparing the different age groups and what you're kind of finding is the difference between how many percentage of people have any savings or no savings at all. Your reflection, you have your Google form. It's the same setup as the last one. Then for your video, you can just create a video just like this that I'm doing on Zoom. You create your own meeting, you hit record, it'll automatically download on your computer, talking about why you should open up a savings account. And then looking at how interest rates have historically fluctuated based on the economy. Currently, the economy is not doing so well, and interest rates are kind of reflecting that and what their purpose is on why they're changing. Then there was also the late 2000s housing bubble on why the interest rates kind of changed when the economy was changing. Just look at the past 50 years, make a graph to kind of talk about what the federal mandated interest rates were. Then for your mystery, create a Zoom message with one of your friends from school. They could be in this class, they could be totally different. You take a screenshot of it and then write 4 or 5 sentences about your friendship. A persuasion in about 4 or 5 sentences, convince me to watch your favorite TV show or movie. Obviously, since I'm not spending 7 to 3 at school and then a couple hours after for practice or games, I have a little time on my hands and I've been watching some TV shows and movies. If there's one you really think I should watch, I've already seen Tiger King, so don't even try and convince me with that. Just try and convince me on which one why I should watch. Same thing with music. Submit a screenshot of a playlist that you set up on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, or if you listen on SoundCloud. Top 5 favorite songs from the playlist. You could write about it and tell me why you should, or why I should listen to it. You don't have to, but that's an option for you. And then your exit slip. A couple different questions, but again, just kind of checking up to see how you're doing on both this class and all your classes. So again, this will be posted on Google Classroom. Make sure that you send in all of your attachments by the end of the day Friday.